Number 10. The Yamaha OR2T 4-wheel leaning motorcycle. The OR2T is referred to as a research and development prototype, but it's much more than 3D renderings or exhibition mock-ups. It's a fully working prototype of a 4-wheeled leaning motorcycle. 4 wheels means double the braking power of a traditional motorcycle and double the ground contact for corner stability or acceleration. The OR2T has a huge vertical arm connecting each wheel to its own independent shock absorber and linkage. These suspension units have been designed to deal with anything, so it's definitely one that could tackle the roundabouts, potholes, and general unevenness of even the messiest roads. Number 9. The Sway. You've all heard the term swaying with the wind, but have you ever heard the term swaying with the rhythm of the road? Well, this leaning 3-wheeler named Sway will have you doing just that. Because it's a 3-wheeler, riders don't have to balance the vehicle or put their feet down at a stop. This slightly wider footprint also means Sway is more stable in low traction conditions. The power of the aptly named Sway Lithium comes from a rechargeable 72-volt battery pack feeding a 6-kilowatt motor which puts out roughly 8 horsepower of torque, or around the power of a 125cc gasoline engine. All of this allows Sway to reach a top speed of 55 miles per hour and an estimated range of 40 miles. But, like any engine, this all depends on how you drive. Number 8. The Yamaha Naik leaning trike. The Naik doesn't look like anything on the road because it isn't like anything else on the road. At the core is a steering design which allows both front tires to lean in unison. Factor in the fully adjustable rear suspension and anti-lock braking system and you have an unparalleled rider confidence across a wide range of road conditions. And let's talk about the motor. Inline, 3 cylinders, 12 valves, 847cc liquid cooled. The result is an 11.5:1 compression ratio that delivers exceptional torque to a very complementary 6-speed transmission. The Yamaha Naik 2019 model will come to the US in late 2018, but as of yet, the pricing is unknown. Number 7. The Wessel leaning vehicle and quad leaning ATV. The builder of the Wessel leaning vehicle actually started working on the idea when his brother was injured in an accident. After some work, he came up with a configuration where the whole leaning mechanism was placed outboard. This would give up to 55 plus degrees of lean angle on all 4 wheels. The body is rather small and situated higher than on a traditional quad. The center point of this quad is its chassis, which was created from scratch by the producer. The suspension is what makes this vehicle special because it leans and tilts depending on the terrain. Your seat will stay in place no matter the obstacle, while the wheels separately adjust to your movement, bringing you comfort, stability, and better control. Number 6. Zebs long-range tilting electric 3-wheelers. Zebs LRC 15 remains the e-scoot distance and speed champion, banging out an impressive 185 miles at a constant 55 miles per hour on a 12.4 kilowatt-hour battery. Now Zev has released details on its newest production bike, a tilting 3-wheeler called the LRC T15. Like all Zev's bikes, T15 uses a hub motor in the rear wheel that's oil-cooled and lubricated to eliminate overheating and rust and extend motor life. These look like quality, well-built machines from a small company that puts its resources into engineering rather than marketing. With a work ethic like that, they deserve to do well. Number 5. The Toyota iRoad. This 3-wheeled tandem 2-seater is being billed as an electric-powered personal mobility vehicle, and it reimagines how city dwellers could get around their urban environments. Since it is the vehicle and not the driver that maintains balance, the stability is maintained not only on curves but on slopes and over uneven surfaces. The left and right front wheels move up and down independently, synchronized in response to the driver's steering, and the vehicle automatically selects the optimal lean angle when cornering. It has a top speed of 37 miles per hour and can travel for about 31 miles on one charge. So as great as it may be to go buzzing around the city in one, you wouldn't want to venture too far away from your charging station. Number 4. The CanAm Spyder. Canadian company Bombardier Recreational Products, or BRP, designed this one from the ground up based on their Y architecture. It has a single belt-driven rear wheel with 2 front wheels on a double A-arm suspension. The vehicle stability system includes traction control, anti-lock brakes, and power steering. Since launching its 3-wheeled CanAm Spyder RS Roadster a decade ago, BRP has steadily improved and expanded the Spyder lineup, even branching out in 2015 to offer specialty versions intended for law enforcement. In addition to the customized limited models, a 10th anniversary edition was also offered. No units were produced outside of this initial offering, which strictly limited the quantity to the number of pre-orders made. Number 3. EV4's tilting electric vehicles. The City Quad. The creator used a highly durable aeronautical aluminum alloy and used rivets to hold it all together. This approach makes the mainframe even more durable and lightweight. The independent suspension is adaptive. Regardless of the terrain or angle of the road, the wheels uniformly and evenly touch the ground. Shocks are absorbed by 2 adjustable shock absorbers. The Off-Road Quad. This version of the quad was meant to perform better off-road. The whole structure resembles a traditional quad, but it's narrower and it has a tilting system. The mechanism rides higher to allow it to overcome obstacles, all of which give the off-road quad a much meaner stance. The Bike. The Bike is an innovative tricycle bike with an electric support engine and the ability to tilt in the corners. The idea for an EV4 bike was to create a cycling version of the quad. It's perfect for commuting to work in the urban jungle with an innovative suspension to overcome any terrain. In addition, it becomes an impeccable tool for people moving in places where the use of traditional engines is prohibited. Every EV4 vehicle comes equipped with pneumatic shock absorbers, hydraulic disc brakes, a height-adjustable seat, and an onboard computer. In addition, the power supply and motors can be adjusted for range, power, and speed as needed. Number 2. The Diamondback Hayabusa Leaning Trike. This vehicle is the creation of Ohio-based electrical engineer Don Davis, who has previously worked in the automotive, pneumatics, and aerospace industries. The single-seat prototype features a DOT-approved steel roll bar cage, a Formula One style racing seat with a 5-point harness, and a pneumatically raised canopy. The front suspension and the pneumatic leaning system are of Davis's own design, and as you can see in the video, this trike leans quite a lot through the turns, bringing in the sensations one gets from riding an actual motorcycle. Davis initially launched a Kickstarter campaign in order to fund larger-scale production of the trike, but as of January 2014, it was announced that the project had failed. Number 1. The Motoroi Leaning Electric Motorcycle by Yamaha. A Yamaha vehicle started this list, so it only seems fitting that they end it with the number 1 spot. This concept bike from the newly founded Yamaha Innovation Center is called the Motoroi. Unfortunately, the few technical specs we know are limited to what has been released in photos, statements, and the official reveal video. According to Yamaha, the included AI technology is capable of recognizing its owner and interacting in other capacities like a living creature. The Motoroi can be controlled by hand gestures and has a self-balancing feature allowing it to drive autonomously at low speeds. Just from what we know so far, I hope this one makes it into production because it might just be the electric motorcycle we've all been waiting for.